Hi, my name is Ismail Joosub and I serve as the Manager of Constitutional Advancement at the F.W. de Klerk Foundation. Now recently I had the opportunity of visiting Vector Collage right in the heart of Johannesburg CBD, where I stood in front of over 100 young people, young minds, full of energy, full of questions, and full of hope. Here we rolled out our 5-module constitutional education program. So I'm here before you today to give you a talk on a few things, one of which is the Constitution. We'll speak about that, but also to speak about the history of South Africa. Because as young people in South Africa, it's important that all of you know who you are, where you came from, and where are you going tomorrow. But we didn't just talk about the Constitution, we brought it to life. We walked through the Bill of Rights, we spoke about economic rights, political freedoms, and the everyday power of citizenship. But we also spoke about the world in which these young people are growing up, the violence on their streets, the pressure on their families, and the uncertainty that often clouds their future. How can you, the young people of South Africa, the future presidents of South Africa, in this room, that's going to be the next president of South Africa. In this room, there's going to be the next great engineers in South Africa. In this room, in Johannesburg CBD, here at Vector Collage, there are going to be doctors here among us who cure cancer and who cure AIDS. In this room. So how do you play your part? The first thing, young people, the first thing is that you must understand the Constitution. South Africa belongs to all who live in it, black or white. Now what struck me was not the challenges that these young people face, it was the clarity with which they understood the solutions. As one student told me, the Constitution was formed with the idea of bringing all of us together to make our lives better.
And the Constitution also has the Bill of Rights, where people have their own rights of everything in our daily lives. And also, we also learned that the Constitution, when it was formed, can bring us all together as South Africans, and it could make us, our life, better, greater, and generous.
And that is why we do this. Our constitutional education program is more than just a curriculum, it is a tool of empowerment. The Constitution of South Africa is the highest law in the land. All other laws of the Republic must adhere to the Constitution of South Africa. And Chapter 2 of the Constitution has something called the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. And in the Bill of Rights, everyone in South Africa has certain fundamental human rights. Human rights mean that you have these rights not because you're black or white, but you have these rights simply because you are a human being. You are a human being, you have these rights. And these are the rights that I've mentioned. The right to housing, the right to health care, the right to safety, the right to vote, but also the right to education. Everyone in South Africa has the right to a good quality education. And when young South Africans say, "We understand now," that is proof that our work matters. In a country where over 45% of young people are unemployed, where trust in our public institutions is slipping, we must remind our next generation that the Constitution is not just a document, it is a promise that rights matter, that every young person has dignity, and that democracy belongs to them. South Africa is our country. One day our children will grow up in this country. We need to make sure that the South Africa that we give to our children is a better South Africa than our parents gave to us. At Vector Collage, we saw that promise take root. If you learn these things, South Africa will be a better place. Thank you. This is why we urge you to support the work of the F.W. de Klerk Foundation.